Hi, welcome back. Now is a great time to plant, especially trees and shrubs. So this video is about trees and shrubs. It's November, there's lots of moisture in the soil isn't too cold, and trees and shrubs will establish really well. So I'm down at my local garden centre. I'm going to show you what shrubs they are just stocking at the moment and trees to inspire you to get planting. So follow me. There are lots of trees and shrubs in the garden centres at the moment because, as I say, now is a perfect time to plant them. They'll establish really, really well. I'm just going to talk you through some of my favourite trees and shrubs. And here is a camellia. I love camellias, big and blousy. I've done a video on camellias. Spring flowering, this one's full of buds. They look really healthy. And when you're choosing a plant, choose one with a nice framework. So it should look sort of vase shaped or goblet shaped, and one with lots of buds if it's the time of year when it's budding. So that's for the spring. Now I'm going to show you a shrub which is looking fabulous now. Come with me. Sarcococca bodineri, also known as beauty bush. And you can see why, because the berries at this time of year are just beautiful. They're just fantastic. They don't look real, but they are just sensational. So you can't really get better than that for a deciduous shrub at this time of year. Sarcococca, beauty bush. Another favourite shrub of mine is Leucothoe. This one's called Zeblid. It's got this wonderful red, burnished red foliage at the tips. I just think it's fantastic, and it's festive and it's gorgeous. Evergreen. It prefers to be planted in acid soil. Great in a container. In the ground, you may not have acid soil, so I personally will put it in a container, and I have done a video featuring Leucothoe with skimmias. So it looks great with skimmias. Put a bit of variegated ivy down the pot, and that just looks wonderful. Just give you an idea. Look at the foliage, James. That's one of my faves. Sarcococca, one of my favourite winter flowering shrubs. This one's called Sarcococca confusa, and it has lovely white fragrant flowers. It's a real waft of scent in the winter. So plant a Sarcococca. You can put it in a border, a mixed border. You can put it in a pot. Have it by your front door in a pot, and every time you come through your front door, you'll get this lovely waft of scent. It really is aromatherapy. Now, there are 3 Sarcococca here. This is actually one of my faves, Sarcococca confusa, but there's also Sarcococca hookeriana purple stem. It's got this very pretty purple stem. And there's Sarcococca dragon gate. And I've got, outside my front door, I've got 2 types. I think I've got purple stem and the confusa. So I really recommend that. Also, they just look good all year round because they're evergreen. And it's really lovely to have evergreens in your garden, especially in the winter when everything is dropping its leaves, to have something with a permanent presence in the winter, a bit of winter structure, a bit of evergreen interest. Gorgeous. Lastly, one of my favourite winter flowering shrubs is Mahonia. This is Mahonia here. It's called Mahonia cross media, and this one's called Winter Sun, which is such a lovely description because it has this gorgeous yellow flower and it really brightens up a garden. Quite architectural looking, gets quite tall, evergreen, quite spiky, so when you're touching the leaves, just be careful. But it gives a lot of winter presence. It's scented and the bees love it. And bees need winter pollen in the winter. So provide pollen for your bees all year round and think about them in the winter as well. Fabulous plant. Absolutely love it. Trees. Great time to plant trees. Best time of the year, best moment of the year to plant your tree. And there's nothing like having a tree in your garden. It gives so much to your garden. It gives height, it gives structure, it gives beauty. It oxygenates the planet. So plant a tree. Nothing will make you feel better than planting a tree. This is called Amelanchier arborea Robin Hill, and it's a lovely tree, and it has lovely autumn foliage, and it gets to 4 metres. So it's not a huge tree. So it's quite a good tree for an urban garden or a small garden if you don't want a vast tree. This garden centre doesn't have a huge selection of trees, so I can't show you a lot. But you may find in your local garden centre that there are loads of trees that you can plant, like fruit trees, ornamental trees. And I'm now going to show you a pleached tree, which is the pièce de résistance of this video. Wow, look at this. It's huge and really tall, and you might need to move house if you want to accommodate it. It's a pleached Carpinus betula Rockham red stem is the cultivar. It's wonderful. It's got this wonderful autumn foliage. It makes a lot of impact. You could have a whole line of them, a whole avenue of them. But you might need to be a multimillionaire and you may need to move house. But I just wanted to show it to you because I think it's looking really gorgeous and it's just a real focal point in the garden centre at this time of year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.